I'll rebuild that store for you. I'll remake that store for you. I'm not going to let the anti-whites get away with this. And you know why anti-whites? I'm speaking directly to you. Do you know why that is? Why this is so different than the rest of the white positive sphere? The reason why is because we are motivated by love. We are stepping forward in front of the white children. When that danger presents itself, when that rabid dog comes running up to us, we move the white children behind us and we step up. That is why. This is the response you're always going to get. So ladies and gentlemen, please, let's get a huge round of applause for Phoenix Fire and all of the selfless work that she did immediately, as soon as these anti-whites censored No White Guilt Collectibles from their platform over at Store Envy. She immediately got to work, and in the blink of an eye, that store was back up and running. The anti-whites, all of their efforts negated in a heartbeat. And you will see that every time from us in this sphere, anti-whites, every single time. And the rest of you anti-whites out there, just know this is a cause motivated by love. The more pressure you put on this community of carbon, the more pressure you put, you won't get dust, you'll get diamonds. You're going to have men and women that are going to stand up at the last minute as that bullet streaks across the battlefield for the head of one of our children. You're going to have a man or woman step in front to take that bullet. Every time you knock one down, there's going to be another to take their place. Because that is what love does. That is how love fights. And it doesn't matter how much and how often you try to call it hatred. It doesn't matter how much and how often you try to call it bigotry. We know we love enough to continue to fight in the name of love, even when you have the power to call it hate. That is a love you all can never know. That is a passion you all can never realize. You'll never be able to embrace someone in your life and know something that pure and that cosmic and that timeless as that kind of love. Because your lives, anti-whites, your lives are dedicated to destruction. But those of us who step in front of the rabid dog, those of us who step in front of the streaking bullet across the battlefield, we may live one less day than you, but all the days in our lives will mean that much more. Know that. Know that to be the case. So a big round of applause to all of our heroes, to everybody standing up. And it didn't just end there either, anti-whites. For all of this recent pressure that you put on, another hero of our community stepped up, Luke. And I want to get a big round of applause for Luke, ladies and gentlemen. He bought a copy of Born Guilty and Go Free for an impecunious member of our community who otherwise would not be able to afford it and would not be able to be empowered. A big thank you to Luke, but that wasn't it. Luke designed and has shipped me all on his own time and efforts and is now making these business cards to pass out to people, to make available so that I can make them available to you, so that he can make them available in his communities. These will be going along with purchases from No White Guilt Collectibles. It's an easy way to pass to friends, family, and strangers the message of going free. It has long been said that you cannot teach a man a thing, he has to discover it for himself. This is one of the best ways. You see that person out on the street corner, that white guy, that white woman at the bus stop. You don't have the courage, you don't know what to say, to wake them up. Get a bunch of these, print them up yourselves. Print up something like this yourself. And pass it on, ladies and gentlemen. Let them go find out for themselves. That, anti-whites, this is what you did. How many tens of thousands more will know before the end of the year what it means to love with a true love, to feel passion that is real passion, because you decided to try to silence the work that we're doing here. Well done. Well done to Phoenix Fire, to Luke, to everybody who's stepping up, to everybody else who's stepping up in the shadows. Oliver isn't white positive enough. Oliver needs to be hardcore white positive. You got that? Who that? Hardcore. He ain't white positive enough, not nearly enough. There's a new wind that's blowing. Who that? It's the winds of change coming from a western sunrise. Your days, your anti-whiteism are numbered.